Hello and welcome, and let's give it up for CURTIEECOOL, another edition of the CURTIEECOO'S show. And today we are going to have some information for you, some updates regarding that grandmother baby scam. And how are you today?
Oh yeah, one and only truly CURTIEECOOL. Hey y'all, CURTIEECOOL is back again with
another edition, and with Josie Latimer. I'm interviewing CURTIEECOOL. Again, and today our topic is going to be about the grandmother baby scam. So Curtis, welcome back again. Okay, Mr. CURTIEECOOL, welcome CURTIEECOOL, back again.
Oh yeah, thank you once again, Miss Josie. CURTIEECOOL, I see you looking mighty fly today, tonight, and I must really say, wow.
Thank you. Well, I had to keep up with you, CURTIEECOOL. You always have fashion, high fashion for a man, and I love to see a man that looks good and care about himself. So I felt like I had to fit the occasion for your show today.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you, you rocking it, you blinging from CURTIEECOOL, baby.
Well, thank you so much.
What we're going to be talking about is this follow-up.
Yes.
With this Patricia Robinson scam.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the years, I have been trying to reach out to this woman.
Yes.
And she won't even contact me. No kind of way about my kid, about my daughter. I don't know what to think about this, Miss Josie.
Well, that's ridiculous. And today I have some questions for you. I want to get some updates. I just can't believe it because I think the last show we did was, how long ago, CURTIEECOOL? The last show that we did regarding the grandmother baby scam, was that about 10 years ago?
About 11 years ago. Yeah.
11 years ago. So here we are back once again, 11 years later. I have been on this story from day one. And my question to you, CURTIEECOOL, my first question is, have your daughter contacted you?
You know, I am so ashamed to really, the situation. I've been out here talking about this stuff on the internet for years and years and years. But see, the reason why my daughter, she won't contact me, because this adopted grandmother has some type of mind control over her. Mm-hmm. And she won't even allow my own blood daughter to contact me.
Wow.
She won't allow her to say happy birthday, Dad.
Happy Father's Day.
She won't let her say happy Father's Day. No kind of day,
Well, let me tell you, I don't fault the kid yet. But one good thing about it is that you're putting it out here so your daughter can see exactly what happened from the very beginning. Now, listen at this. I had to find my father. It wasn't out there like how you were putting it out there that your daughter can just reach out to you today, tomorrow, right now, actually. Pick up the phone and call her dad, because she's now 15. So this is that age that she should be searching for her dad, or she already know because you have it already online so that your daughter know where to contact you, know how to contact you. And I encourage her to do so because every daughter needs their dad. Like myself, I had to find my biological father on Ancestry, even though I was told growing up, but it wasn't so easy like you're putting it for your daughter. Your daughter see that you wanted her. Your daughter see that you've been praying for her to call you and to snap out of it. So whatever these people are putting into your daughter, eventually she will snap out. I do believe that.
So this is the deal, Miss Josie, in the world.
Mm-hmm.
These people got her so afraid of her own blood father. Now, I haven't heard anything like this before in my life, y'all. But this adopted grandmother, I don't know what to say about this woman. But for her to just totally use mind control on my daughter and her mother. But
wow.
It's not so much about her mother. It's just that her mother should be talking
her mother should
to this adopted grandmother.
Yes.
Our kid, our baby, our daughter should be talking to her father, have some kind of contact. This man is paying child support over here, and
yes.
You are abusing my daughter, and you are abusing me, which is the adopted daughter and the baby father.
Yes, they're abusing the kid, and she's not aware of it because of the fact she's been under their spell so long. However, it's very wrong for any kid, any parent, to keep the other blood parent, because it takes two to make you. One half of that child is you. So everything that's running in her body is running off of your fuel. The child has to contact you before it's over with. Like when I found my dad, I was so happy because that's a part of me. It's no way you can just keep living in life without wanting to even know that part of you. Every other kid in school have their dads picking them up, and they normally ask, "Where's your daddy? Where's your daddy?
Where's your dad?"
Well, your daughter has a father right here that's been searching out. So, CURTIEECOOL'S, so how often have you tried to contact them? I mean, what other things have you done to, tell me the things you've done to try to reach out to your daughter?
I mean, I have been personally doing a whole lot of videos.
Right. Yeah, I know that.
I contacted these people several times.
Right.
Now, the baby mother, she has my email address. I contact her through email. She won't respond. Patricia Robinson won't even let this grown, 35, 36-year-old woman, won't even let her contact me no kind of way. And I've been putting it out there.
Yes. And I know
have my daughter to call me. Her father loves her. I haven't did anything to my daughter.
Right.
For that crazy adopted grandmother
to do something like that, she has to pay.
I mean, that is so crazy.
And I know it's crazy because I've been there, like I say, from day one. Where are you people? Where are you? I have been there with him from day one. We made a video, a show regarding the same situation 11 years ago, and here we are back today. Shame on you people.
Shame on you, Patricia.
Shame on you. So if your daughter is looking at this, she needs to snap out of it and tell these people, that's my daddy, not yours.
Yeah, and be proud of who you are.
Yes.
And your roots of where you come from. I don't
Right.
care if you do have 30% Nigerian like your father have. Be proud of who you are.
Right.
Stand up for who you are. And let the world know I got a father over here. I love my father.
Right.
And ain't no wicked witch gonna totally destroy that and take that away from me.
Exactly.
Now, it becomes a time my daughter is going to have to stand up. I mean, because she have been like brainwashed for 15 years.
Right.
They got her afraid
Right.
to even stand up and say, "Hello, Dad, how you doing?" I'm a good man. I voice my opinion because it's very disturbing.
Yes, it
with
is.
the way that this Patricia Robinson and this baby mother has done me all these years.
And it's not right.
It's very disturbing.
Yes, it is.
I'm just only reaching out and expressing my feelings.
Right.
They need to come clean.
Yes.
They don't come clean with Josie. I keep on exposing.
Yes, but I'm proud of you because they didn't break you like they thought. Because God is in control of this. And one day your daughter is going to reach out because she see just how much you love her to keep doing videos. That takes time. That takes time editing. That takes time filming. That takes time to show your daughter how much you was there for her from in the womb.
I mean, I've been there for my daughter for day one, ever since she was born. Y'all.
Yes, and I know that.
And they got her so afraid.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To reach out. And the only way that I found out that I was able to see my daughter was when, throughout the years, Mia was doing videos.
Oh, yeah, I recall
that was the only time I got a chance to see my daughter.
And to hear her voice.
These grown-ass people, this baby mother and this crazy adopted grandmother, won't even let me get an update about my daughter. Won't let me know how she's doing. Won't let me know if she's well, if she's sick. I mean, she's got a loving father. They just totally just stripped her down.
Well, I'm going to tell your daughter, she's 15, and if she's watching this, please call your dad, CURTIEECOOL, because I recall that he was there from the very beginning, loving you. Please pick up the phone. Break the cycle. Don't let somebody stop you from your own blood. That's your blood. That's not Patricia Robinson's blood.
I mean, your own blood, Alexa.
Yes.
I mean, you have really got to really
snap out of
this and snap out of it.
And let them know that I'm in control of my own body. Every person in this world have a right to know both of their parents. Like, I was so happy. I had to go on Ancestry and find mine, and here yours is right here, loving father.
Right here.
In living color.
But you know, this is so crazy because it is so many people out here, so many fathers who are going through the exact same thing.
Yes, I know.
I don't know why, Miss Josie, that this is just a pattern of things
well,
the world that these mothers are keeping the fathers away. I don't know if it was because of jealousy.
No, it's money. No, listen,
money,
it's
money.
Whatever
it is. You know?
Curtie Cool, listen, it is about that money. Because I understand from the very beginning when you told me this story about Patricia Robinson, she had mostly black African-American kids. This is not a racist show or anything like that. I'm just telling the truth from what I have known about the story. Now, if I was going to foster care children, if I was going to adopt children, I would have one of every kind. Right. I wouldn't just pick on one particular race. I wouldn't do it. Because my heart wouldn't allow me to. Because kids are kids. They come in every color. White, black, Asian.
But see, we are a good mind and a good spirit, see. But this Patricia Robinson is lacking empathy and sympathy because of being traumatized when she was a kid. So she don't know how to break that pattern. So she's incorporating that into everything that she touched accordingly to dealing with my daughter, the baby mother, and everybody else out here. She has been traumatized so bad until she won't snap out of it, and she don't want to snap out of it.
Well, she's been living out of it.
Right. Because
that's a livelihood. Because did this lady ever work when you knew these people?
She never worked. All she do is, what I have seen is just abuse the system. You look at it for what it is. This woman has mentally abused me throughout all these years.
I know that.
15 years, y'all.
Right.
Collecting child support.
Yes.
Collecting SSI.
Yes.
Running and hiding. Dog in the system. Misusing the system. And y'all tell me about that. Then running and hiding. Don't want
your
my daughter
own child
to have no kind of contact.
And she's an adopted.
So this is why I reach out and I keep on exposing her.
Right. Because this is an adopted grandmother. This is not even a real blood, no blood to the baby, the baby mother, the baby, and all the other kids that she abused in that house. Because that's abuse. Anytime you know the parents and you know the parents want to be a part of their kid's life and you strip them of that, you are hurting that child, and that child will know it one day. Because, see, what they do, they tell the kids, oh, your daddy wasn't no good. Oh, your daddy did this. Oh, he was mean. He was this. He was that. They try to brainwash the kids, but that's good. You're doing these shows and videos so your kid can see who you are for herself.
Who dad is, you know?
Because I recall you telling me that lady did a DNA and she hid it from her own daughter because she didn't want the daughter to know that it was your child. So that means she's playing on the child. She already have abused your child. I'm just going to be honest with you, Curtie Cool. She has abused your daughter by keeping you away from her.
Now check this out.
That's bad.
Like you said and like I said, she got in the DNA proof.
Right.
She knew it was 100%, 99.9% that was my daughter.
Right.
Okay? But still, she was playing on the baby mother. This is not Curtie Cool's kid. So you can just don't even worry about him. Just brush him off. Don't worry about him. You know what I mean? Just throw it all up against the wall.
But you know what that was for?
Token,
money.
She thought, that she can play on the baby mother, and she did not think that Curtie Cool, Smooth Cool, was going to be smart enough to find out what was going on in the dark in the little shadow of the closet. Baby.
Right.
So Curtie Cool reached in the closet and bring the skeleton out the closet. Now she looking like.
Right. But what I want to tell you is that the thing of it is that all of that stuff she did is going to come back and bite her in the butt.
Oh, it's going to come back.
Because the world knows, and I want the world to know, people that are watching this video, this is not something Curtie Cool made up. If they see your videos, they'll see that I interviewed him when he first came back to Houston.
Oh, yeah, way back.
And so I haven't seen or heard her voice or heard her call her daddy. Or even he would do a video saying, guess what? My baby called me. She called me. You know,
no call, no.
His son calls him, and she has a brother. So they're making her miss out on her own blood when that adopted mother is no blood at all.
Yeah.
Your son. He calls you. Your daughter should be calling you as well.
But see, when ligaments narcissists, they totally strip a person down.
And that's not
They
right.
do not want you to have no contact. They don't want to see you happy no kind of way. They just take everything away from you and strip you down and then turn around
horrible.
and play the victim role.
But they will have to pay. And my thing is that she should have had a kid of all kinds.
Right.
So to me, it kind of leaves a puzzle in the back of my mind about what type of person she is to do something like that. That is really a narcissist.
Oh, yeah.
And your daughter needs to break out of it, because I have seen you beg for her. You fought for her in L.A. Your baby could have been in commercials. I was there. I remember the whole story. So all of your followers should know that this is a true story. When you see him going on and on and on and on and on and on, I want my daughter. I love my daughter. It's real, because I have experienced it with you, telling me everything from day one, from the beginning to the end. Nothing yet.
Check this out, Ms.
What's today?
Yeah.
2022.
2022.
And this was in 2010.
Check this out, Ms. Josie. Now,
Terrible.
this Patricia Robinson now, she have a adopted son who pretends to be a pastor. Now, you mean to tell me that this so-called pastor cannot break the ice between this adopted mother? Hey, look, what you're doing is totally wrong. We supposed to be Christians over here.
She has controlled
I am
him.
a pastor over here, but she got so much control over this so-called pastor. He is afraid like a wimp.
Was that the guy in the video?
He reach out and say, "Hey, look."
Yeah, he should stand up as a man.
This is not cool. You have did this too long.
He should stand up as a man. Is that the guy that was on the video with a little cap and he was standing under her like he was a little scared of her?
And he sees me holding my little baby, singing to her.
And he couldn't stand up and be a man.
He couldn't stand to see CURTIEECOOL holding his own little baby. And I called him Scooby-Doo, y'all. I was holding my baby. He looked, and I look up at him like this, Miss Josie. He went.
You know why he did that? He knew she was wrong, but he was going along with the program because he was afraid of her, because she has manipulated his mind. That's what that was all about. All of those people have been manipulated by this Patricia Robinson's. I don't know how her church...
Got his mind, baby. Got his mind.
Well, I don't know how her church and people that know her would not tell that child, pick up the phone and call your daddy, your own blood, because you know what? Without that seed fertilizing that egg, a baby won't even exist.
Right.
So you are the reason that your daughter is even here.
But see, check this out now. This Patricia Robinson have never had any kids of her own, blood kids. So she see a opportunity to steal a man's blood kid and claim it as her own. She do everything she need to do to run and hide out, buck the system, whatever she needs to do.
But that was other people's kids too, remember?
Never had a blood kid of her own.
But listen, CURTIEECOOL, that was just her.
Check this out now. She steal my blood kid, run and hide out right after her husband dies. Now she lived through my kid because her husband just died. So now she's all in all into my kid to help her get over her dead husband.
Right, yes. And then she was going to get money off of him. But look, it's her, because I didn't have any kids. Mm-hmm. I would never do something like that. It's that woman. She's a demon. Because I wouldn't do it.
That woman is wicked.
I would not keep... Matter of fact, when I raised my stepdaughter, and she didn't want to go see her mom oftentimes, and I would say, oh no, Renee, you got to go and visit your mother. That's not my blood child. I'm not trying to hold somebody else's kid at bay and deprive that child of their own blood.
Hold a kid in a cold home, y'all, and then take the baby's mother mind. How low life, y'all.
I hope she don't have your daughter on any medication to have her mind. That's one thing that you need to try to find out.
You guys leave your comments below and
because this is serious.
Tell us what you guys think about this.
Yes,
here.
because this is serious.
Grandmother do something like this here. Y'all share your feelings. Y'all please
do share. Because look, if she is getting money off of the daughter disability money, and put the daughter on it, you never know. All the other kids may be on it too. You don't know.
You never know about this scam artist.
And the reason I'm saying that,
Patricia Robinson, man.
And the reason I'm saying that because I see her with all these various kids, different people, like that guy standing up under her, and the other people you said that she had in this one home. And then when your baby came, wow, she just snatched her and ran.
She got all of her mind blown. They just blown away by her. And she's just manipulating her little old mind and her little old cold home.
But I hope your daughter snaps out of it. If she have your mind and the way you think, she should snap out of it and call her daddy.
Snap out of it. But
matter of fact, the lady is probably afraid that your daughter is going to want to come to Houston and be with you and live a good life, a better life.
I mean,
she don't want her to come to Houston.
She is watching Alexa's every move, y'all. You better not call your father. You better not do this with your father.
Well, I say call your father.
You better not do this. If you do this, I'm going to take away your iPad. I'm going to take away your phone. I'm going to take away
like brainwashing her.
Your tennis shoes, your Nikes, whatever.
Right. Yeah, because I noticed on that video you showed me when her little friend had it online and you caught it.
Online.
She sounded like a little baby, like she should have been a little more assertive, like that woman had her timid. Timid. Yes. In the video, her voice
under her spell.
Yeah, under her spell to still be a child instead of growing up to be,
Won't even let her grow up. And so we noticed
I saw that on the video.
That Mia even came out and
Right.
told her, I mean, you still acting like a little baby here.
Yeah,
like a
they
little
have
kid.
her under.
Like this woman has got your mind so blown, you haven't grew up to outgrow that.
Right.
And move
because
to
at
the
a certain
next,
age, you should be at a certain level.
phase in your life as a teenager.
But I say that she can call 911, CPS, tell somebody at school, tell your friends, because every kid has the right, because that's child, you know what that's called? That's called child alienation. Anytime another parent...
Parental alienation.
Parental alienation. Anytime another parent keep a kid away from their blood father that created that child, that's child abuse.
Child abuse.
And you know what I would do if I were you? When she turned 18, I would sue him and get back every penny and more. And you could take everything they got because of how they did you. And you can prove it.
They don't know what's coming
Yeah.
once Alexa turned 18.
Right. And I don't blame you for not doing no movie right now.
Downright scumbags. You know, that's low life, Patricia Robinson.
Right.
That is low life, baby mother.
And I don't blame you for not producing your movie or anything right now, because all they doing is sitting back waiting on you to get rich.
Yeah, that's all they think. And they are get rich on CURTIEECOOL'S.
No, but you smart. But you smart. Even though the Hollywood Film Festival wanted your movie, I saw the documentation, the letters, and we were there at the Hollywood Film Festival. They wanted your movie, but you didn't have the celebrities in it. It wasn't meant.
Check this out.
It was not meant.
She was so, this Patricia Robinson
she was
so afraid that she heard that I was going to be in the Hollywood Film Festival, so she had to do something real quick, and that was to quickly go down and make a false claim with the DA and say,
yeah, I remember that one too.
Make a false claim against me to try to have me picked up and thrown in jail like I did something to my kid. That is low life.
And they threw that out. They laughed at that.
They
like,
threw that
this woman is crazy. You live in Houston.
I had made it to the Hollywood Film Festival.
Right. And she thought you was going to blow up.
She thought I was getting ready to blow up. I was going to have a whole lot of money.
And have something done probably to her or something. She was afraid.
I was going to get my daughter, go through the court system.
Oh, yeah, that's what that was.
And file all kind of charges against her.
Right.
And she made false claims with DA.
That lady's crazy.
They dropped all that mess. That woman is crazy.
They knew she was crazy.
I'm surprised they didn't sue her.
For wasting their time. Like they did this movie star recently. Because when you make a false claim, normally you can. If you would file on her for making that, she can. There are a lot of things that you can file on that lady, definitely for withholding your child, because that's child abuse.
Right.
And if you was in California, you could easily get her in trouble. That is child abuse, to keep a child away from their parent, the other parent.
And then I gone through the court system, and she waited up until I came back to Houston
to do this.
Instead of making the contact.
Yes, keeping it going. Keeping it going.
We noticed you haven't came
We're moving.
Back or whatever about visitation. Are you all right? Are you sick? Or what happened?
Right.
This or that.
Right.
She just went
and then when you tried to reach them, you couldn't.
And then when I tried to reach back to this crazy woman, they run and hide out. They go back into the court system. They just change everything up.
They want you to fly back and forth.
Make me look like the bad guy. And then they run and hide out after they done screwed everything up and don't send me a copy of nothing what they did.
Wow. Well, I have seen the full story of this. And this is very true. What CURTIEECOOL is saying, everybody, all of his friends, all of his followers, I have seen it from 2010. They have never let his daughter pick up the phone. And he pays child support. How crazy is that?
That is so crazy.
How crazy is that? And then, then what about the time I recall when you was going to go to court one day and they had somebody at a park waiting on you and the guy looked at your picture and you took off and he took off behind you and you was going to court, I think the next day or something.
Right. Guy was
so that was a setup too.
The
lady is just a scam artist.
She's a scam
and,
artist.
It's not right.
She ain't never had nothing, so she have scammed her way up until where she is right now.
Yes, and if any CPS workers are looking at this video, this is not anything that's made up. Please contact CURTIEECOOL.
This is my true story.
Yes,
here.
And they have kept this baby away from her dad from birth. I think the last time CURTIEECOOL saw his daughter, how old was she, CURTIEECOOL?
You know when the pictures came about.
No, I mean before you left L.A. She was 7 months when you had to pay to see her.
Right.
You had to pay to see her. And she was reaching out like, Daddy, don't leave.
I had paid for supervised visits at the supervised office, and Patricia Robinson brought my daughter in just all messed up, wouldn't change her pamper.
Oh, my God.
I mean, she waited until
the
she
baby
got
pamper
sick,
wasn't even changed?
and she was just in a terrible position. And she brought her in to the visit, didn't explain nothing to the supervised visit. Just brought her legs in.
Looking like that.
Just tore up and dirty and in a moody mood. She was all messed up.
That's
and
horrible.
she wanted to see that supervised visitor. They would just turn around and take her back with you. That's what she wanted. And Patricia Robinson came in with a bad attitude, y'all.
Wow.
I'm like just
trying to see your baby.
Paying for my visit.
To see your baby.
My daughter. And this woman is still acting a fool.
So your daughter should hear all this. You've been paying to see her. You went to court. They tried to fraud her birth certificate because they tried to give her Robinson name instead of her daddy Henderson. That's horrible.
Oh yeah, she thought she was just.
And I hope they don't make her feel that this stuff is right. You see, this is why I'm saying if CPS workers or anybody worldwide that wants this story, please contact CURTIEECOOL. I'm quite sure you'll have your email information listed.
Oh yeah.
And because this is a true story, and the child had been deprived of her father, something else.
And Alexa do not have a bad father here. See, they have told all kind of bad lies about me.
Well, they can look at your record. You don't have to even say it.
Check this out. Like years ago, they had another family member. What was her name? Patricia and Veronica told her all kind of lies, y'all.
Right.
Until they just slandered me so bad, they totally tried to destroy my character.
Well, she did that to steal a baby.
Just to make me look bad, to scare my daughter so that she wouldn't even want to think nothing about her father because she's thinking the worst about me. And they slandered me with all those lies.
People would do anything for money.
That crazy stuff because
people would do
Patricia
anything for money.
Was only thinking about themselves.
The dollar.
Cold narcissist.
They wanted the money.
Who does that kind of stuff?
That's
Neither
sad.
one of them had their father, so they are stone cold narcissists.
Well, it speaks for itself, your record. You have a smooth, cool, clean record, and I know that personally for myself. Cool, smooth, no police record, no prison records, no jail records, none of the above. So they can say what they want to say.
Just a good old school, all-purpose, all-around kind of guy. You know what I mean? Who enjoyed life to the fullest.
And even your twin haven't seen.
Dignity and respect. You know what I mean? And
right.
I only wanted to reach out and give my daughter the best so that she can grow up with a lot of wisdom and knowledge and how to be a survivor in this world. You know what I mean? But they took all that away from her and stripped her down from her own blood father.
And cousins and your twin. Because CURTIEECOOL is a twin. and she haven't even seen her daddy. I mean, that even kids are excited. You know, I've always thought a lot about twins, and growing up when I was a little girl and I would see, oh, look, they're two twins. Your daughter would be proud of that. To know that her daddy is a twin and they kept that away from her.
But that Patricia Robinson, she don't give a damn up in here, up in here.
Well,
she don't give a damn up in here, up in here.
But you know what? I hope some of Alexa friends get a hold of this video and pull her away and say, call your daddy.
Somebody need to tell Alexa, look, you
Yes.
got a good dad here.
Yeah.
You
Alexa knows
need
that.
to call your dad. Your dad did not do anything wrong or anything to you, but tried to stand up and be a father.
Right.
Now, if I'm guilty for standing up being a father, am I wrong for being a father?
No, you're not.
Well, then
No.
there's something wrong with everybody out there for a man who is standing up to be a father, and y'all dogging the father out for trying to be a father. Well, something is wrong with you guys. If you can't see a father for being a father, well, I'm guilty as hell, baby.
No, you're not guilty for being a father. Not at all. I mean, it's a shame that they took that baby from you. And
Right.
she's 15 years old, you guys. But Curtis, what I wanted to ask you, well, actually tell you this first. When she turns 18 and the money stops, normally that's when they tell them, well, go be with your father.
They gonna cut her loose, y'all.
Because the money's going to, unless she have her on disability, because that mother, she has the mother on disability, so she could still be getting money
She could be working on
that. So
well, you know the money gonna be running out. Now we need to switch it around and say you crazy. You done lost your mind behind all this stuff. Put you on medication.
it's a lot of
You
scam
on,
artists out there.
Medication
My God,
just to
Jesus.
receive SSI off of you now. You know, that's messed up.
That's-
That is messed up if Patricia Robinson is thinking about doing that to my
your
daughter when she had a good mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
then you do that to my
Yeah,
daughter
'cause
and
you
you
have-
running hide out. You're a stone cold.
'Cause you have the videos.
Low life, Patricia.
Well, you can go
Robinson.
back and get her. When Alexa turns 18 and then you sell your movie, you can go back and reclaim everything that they did except for you've lost the years with your daughter.
A lot of times they mess the kids up so bad.
Well,
Josie,
we pray and hope that they
them
didn't mess
so
up
bad.
Alexa. Yeah,
I mean,
like
them
she did her
narcissists,
mother.
Those narcissists,
Yeah.
they mess kids.
You know what they do?
up.
Put them on crazy medicine and their
Mess 'em
minds
up.
get to thinking that what they're saying is true when it's not. See, that's what they do. They feed them crazy medicine and have the kids, because the mother has to have some mental problems to allow that to happen. But in the beginning, when this first happened, I remember that mother would email you and she would ask you, what did she would say?
Oh, she knew exactly.
She
what
said,
was
do you
going
love
on.
me still? And
She knew exactly what was going on.
she
out
was
here.
trying, I think, but she got afraid. Because in the beginning, she said, do you love me? And all of this and that. And then all of a sudden, she disappeared.
She was
I
on
never...
the road, but see, she got so afraid of Patricia Robinson because
Yes.
Patricia Robinson was so on to her, and she totally.
So her
wanted
emails
to-
stopped and everything?
Patricia Robinson totally wanted to destroy everything. That's the way a malignant narcissist does.
But-
they destroy everything.
But look, what I'm asking you-
No email contact, no
The
phone
email stopped?
contact, no nothing.
Did
baby.
the email stopped?
Everything stopped.
Wow.
She won't even.
And didn't she say Alexa said hi? Your daughter said hi?
And I was messaging. I said, well, hi is Alexa. And then everything, Alexa say hi. Alexa say this.
Alexa say that. Well,
Nothing
Alexa,
about, I'm like, well, let me.
talk to my daughter.
to her. Let me
Well,
say
Alexa, it's good that you are doing these videos, because now Alexa knows that in the beginning her mother was lying on her.
Right.
Because Alexa would remember.
And
You
then
know, because kids are wise now. They remember stuff.
And then they was bringing her to Houston, to Kemah, doing the boardwalks and all that kind of stuff right here in Houston. They knew my telephone number, my email address. Do you think this coward Patricia Robinson contacted me? No.
That's sad.
She got bold to come to my hometown
And not let your daughter.
in Kemah, got my blood daughter,
How old was Alexa about?
and running and hiding out like a big ugly coward.
Well, how old was Alexa then? You know, about.
She probably wasn't more than about, 4 or 5.
Yeah, so she was too young to say, well, I
4 or
want to see
5
my
or
daddy.
7, somewhere in there.
She didn't know how to do it. And in her mind, she's tossing and turning about it.
I tell you one thing. I done seen 1-year-old and 2-year-old.
Say, I want my dad.
See,
I want my dad.
They'll take your phone. Say, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Shoot, let me, give me this thing here, man. There you go. I'll go online. I'll show you nothing. Look, there you go, old school. You need to learn something.
But see, you got all these people on Alexa. It's not just that adopted woman. You got the adopted woman, her mother, and all these other adopted people. All of them got Alexa thinking the same thing. So they have confused her mind. But I tell her right now, Alexa, if you're listening to this show, call your daddy, call CPS, call 911. They have stolen the rights from your daughter.
Well, who
are they? Who are they to strip a child of her own seed that created her on this earth that God made her be? She came from God, not from them. She came from God.
This Patricia Robinson and this baby mother, I'm telling you, they are stone cold low lives, y'all. That is so low life.
That's. But CURTIEECOOL, don't worry, they're gonna pay. Don't worry.
Low life,
Yeah, don't worry. They will pay.
A kid down, and a man is paying for child support.
Now, where are they again? What city?
They are hiding out in Moreno Valley, California, like a bunch of cowards. That's what Patricia Robinson is. A low down, dirty, ugly coward.
Do you think they're still there in that same vicinity where it was when you left?
Well,
or you think they're moved?
Possibility they are.
In the same place?
In the same place, running and hiding.
Won't answer the phone.
You know how they kind of flip it and let other people stay there and move around this and that.
Con artists.
They still there.
Con artists.
Changing the name. And
Cons. I would be tired of running and hiding and changing my name and
check this out.
That's ridiculous.
This stuff is not even necessary, Patricia Robinson.
It's
if
not.
you're out here listening to CURTIEECOOL, that is not necessary. All you had to do was come clean long time ago. Hey, look, I apologize for what I did to you, but I understand most malignant narcissists, they will never apologize.
Right.
But look, I apologize. You are welcome by all means anytime to talk to your daughter.
Even though I've stolen the years, though.
I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to tell you that. But nothing.
But even
cold narcissism,
because she feels like I took 15 years and now she don't know how to come clean.
But see, in the end, the good Lord would take a whole lot more from your dirty ass.
Well, the thing of it is she has to pay anyway through God.
Right.
Because anytime you hurt a child, that's child abuse. She kept her child away from her daddy. That was there the whole time.
Right.
You was there aiding the child and talking to her in her mother's womb. And maybe she was jealous. Oh, CURTIEECOOL, let me tell you this. A lot of women get jealous when they know that father really loves that child. Because, see, that father is the blood to that child. You're no blood to them, but you're blood to the child. And oftentimes, some of the parents that are narcissists will get jealous of the other parent if that love is there. They get jealous of the bond.
She's jealous altogether.
Well, she is because she's not even no blood at all. So you can imagine.
So she just don't.
And the mother is on mental medication, so.
Oh, she got her mind. She got her mind blown, baby.
And see, this is not a fake story. We don't talk about people. This is real. This is not
my true story.
It's a true story.
The way this coward Patricia Robinson
stole his baby.
Did me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? How she did a loving father who only wanted to be a father in the very beginning, and this woman taking everything away and ran her head out. Once she got all the benefits, now she hides out like a coward. That is low down and dirty.
Well, I hope she don't put her on the medication. I hope the child snap out of it and call her daddy. I hope that she pay for what she did. Right. Because it's never too late. Don't think, they have cases that from 30 years, that people think they got away. And boy, payday is a mother. I wouldn't want it to happen to me.
That is normally when it hit them. When they
think it's over.
Right when, okay, she's 18.
I got away. I got all that money, 18 years.
All of a sudden, it hit you like a freight train. All that stuff be coming back at you at one time.
And it could be coming back now, and you don't know it. Some of it is anyway.
I bet you, I predict what's going to happen once Alexa turns 18. She going to pack her bags and move to another country.
No, she going to come where her dad is.
No, I'm talking about Patricia Robinson.
Oh, that woman? Oh, yeah, she going
to. That coward.
If she's not locked up.
She's a big old ugly coward.
For child abuse. That's child abuse.
I don't care what she said about me.
That's child abuse.
Ugly coward for 15 years to do this to me and my daughter. You a big ugly cow.
When you was there all alone, and she would bring the girl to your house.
Yeah, bring it.
Trying to, well, what it is, she's upset because you wouldn't let her pimp you.
She couldn't pimp me. And she tried to even take it further with me, but
yeah, I remember
I would not allow
didn't she
that.
tell you, didn't she invite you to her house when that girl was sick or in the hospital?
Was in the hospital, invite me to her house to spend the night.
What was that
her.
all about?
I'm like, oh, you got to be. I already know where you.
And then one time she tipped downstairs and laid on the couch where you was. Now this is that adopted mother that took that baby.
I'm like, why don't
she gonna lay on the sofa with
check this out.
her daughter's man?
I'm like, why don't she keep her ugly ass upstairs? I'm laying down on the sofa.
You mean to tell me she came and laid on the same sofa you was on?
Sleeping on the sofa. All of a sudden she come tipping down on the sofa, her feet touching my feet.
She was trying to come on.
I'm like, what the hell?
Oh.
Can you believe this?
Wow. And see, if you was a no good man and a dog like she might be saying you are, you would have went on and did it that night with her.
I didn't even do it.
But you had class.
I just had too much class.
Because a lot of men would say, the hell with, if they going to be dogs, I'm going to be one too.
See, she was trying to play on me long time ago because she already knew how things was going. This baby was getting ready to come.
So she was trying to get you.
She was trying to get me way in advance and keep it in the family, and then mess Veronica all up and thinking that I was going to be with her, and that we was going to play the baby mother. But I didn't fall for that dirty trick. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, the thing of it is, you don't have to worry, because when she turns 18, if Alexa don't call you before then, when she turns 18, you could sue her.
Right.
And she may have to pay you back for all the money because you have all the videos, all the proof in the pudding.
All the proof, me begging.
You got everything from day one, from the hospital to the child support to the DNA showing it's yours, to pictures that you was holding your baby when she was born, to, the hospital that they tried to change the baby's name. They lied about the name so that she could get money from her dead husband's name. And you have all that.
All of that.
So you can win.
Right.
If I was a judge and you brought that to my court, woman, why didn't you let this baby see her daddy?
But see, she think that she is a badass because of who she is.
Oh,
yay,
they don't.
Patricia Robinson, she just roll up in the court. Yay, you don't like yay, and Patricia Robinson.
No,
yay.
That's a crazy person.
And
because you don't do that with the judges.
And the judge looked at her, said, "Ma'am,
sit down.
Sit down. Sit your ass down."
Yeah, you don't do that in the courts. No. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. They don't play that. The judges, you have to respect a court when you walk in the courtroom in front of a judge. I don't care what color you are. White, blue, green. Just because she white, that don't mean that she could go and disrespect the judge.
She thought that she could play on the judge because of who she was. And
you mean because of her skin tone?
Right.
Oh, no,
and
they not.
The judge just told her to sit down.
Yeah,
and said it like he was proud.
A judge don't care about all that.
He said it like he was proud. Ma'am, sit down. He put a lot of empathy with it, too. But sit down.
Yeah, he showed her that I'm here doing my job. I don't care what color. You can be green if there's a green person.
Oh, boy,
they don't care.
So
a judge, when a judge sits behind that, a good judge, they don't look at all that. Race is not even in the picture.
Right.
So people need to cut all that stuff out, all that racism stuff. And like I said, to me, she's a racist.
Right.
She is. Because if I would have went to adopt some kids, my heart is open to every kind, every color.
But she only did that to our people.
But just to adopt black kids and play on them like that and prey on them and keep them away from their fathers.
Mess them all up.
That's
then
wrong.
Once they turn 18, she don't let them have no kind of contact of who they are, who their roots
because
are.
She's messing with their mind. Like playing them for dumb.
She totally just dogged these people.
I noticed that boy sits under her with that little cap on your move. He sits like he's afraid.
All of these people are just afraid and scared. And this woman has totally just destroyed their lives. They don't even know who they are. They are just out here just lost.
Don't even know who their parents are.
Don't know who they are.
You mean that
she won't even tell, hey, look, your father is so-and-so. Veronica, your father was out in San Diego. Won't tell them nothing.
You know why I know she's no good? Because my girlfriend, you know her, Lynn.
Right.
She was adopted. And me and her adopted mother became close. And she says, I want Lynn to know who her real mother is. Matter of fact, she gave Lynn the contact information. She says, I want her to know who her real mother is. And I went to San Antonio, and Lynn met her real mother, and she was adopted because that adopted mother was so nice. She was not trying to keep Lynn away from her biological mother.
Right.
Because she felt like they already had a bond, so it's enough to share with everybody.
Right.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
And she made sure that Lynn knew who her mother was. And now that's a real woman. The rest of them people, scumbags.
Bunch of scumbags out here.
And I'm not ashamed to say it because it's a true story, and I've heard it too long. I haven't heard your daughter call you yet. I haven't heard of you telling me they called you yet. You haven't made a video saying that it happened. Then these people have to pay. And I would sue them.
She won't even message me, email me. She can email curtisactor@msn.com.
Right.
Or rayproduction2015@gmail.com.
Well, that's okay.
She won't do neither one.
Yeah, but that's okay. When you make your movie, as soon as Alexa turn 18 and you get rich, you can sue her just for the heck of it. You won't need the money.
Right.
You don't need the money because you have good movies and good qualities, and they want it.
Yeah.
The only reason you're not doing it, I know. I wouldn't do it either.
I'm not making that ugly scumbag rich.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
She's so smart, and the way she did everything, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, running hide out with my kid and thought she was going to get rich off of CURTIEECOOL'S. Man, screw that old ugly, mentally ill woman.
Now, if she was smart, she would have went on and let your daughter be a part of you, and you could have had your daughter in productions. You guys was in L.A. You were doing good. They even called you for Denzel. And, I mean, your daughter could have had it going on and still share it with her if she was a nice person. But now she's going to miss out on everything.
Right. You got an ugly woman who destroyed everything out of jealousy and selfishness. Sad. She wanted everything for her own self. And this is what this is all about. You know, a woman who only goes for greed and selfishness and destroyed my daughter's life.
Yes, and your daughter has to snap out of it because at this point, it's all about directing it to her because she's 15 years old now. She's big enough, old enough to pick up the phone, call CPS, call 911 and say, I have been deprived of my father who's been begging for me all over the internet.
All these years.
My daddy wants me and they're keeping him away from me. He made me. He created me. He's the seed that put me here on this earth. My daddy made me be a human being. And they have stripped me of my own blood father.
I mean,
she can do that.
Yeah, I mean, check this out. Like you could never forget about your father, even though certain things happen.
Never.
You always love your father.
Yeah, I love my father.
You talk about him so much.
Yeah, you see how I went to the grave.
The resemblance.
Yes, and remember I went to the graveside and I was able to meet my sister, like Alexa could meet her brother.
Right.
I was able to meet, and it was just a feeling that Alexa's going to really be excited about because when she's around her blood. The real blood, she's gonna
really
her
feel
brother,
like herself.
She will.
Like I've been missing out on all of this, and they
kept
all of this away from me.
Like I did,
when it really didn't have to be.
Like I did,
and they just took all that away out of selfishness, bitterness, and hate.
And my family was like, "We hate you, missed out on us." I mean, they had family reunions, like you guys have gatherings. Alexa's missing that. All of her young cousins, her age, people that love her, that will embrace her. From her father's side. That woman, that adopted woman, her side don't mean nothing because that's not even no blood. That's just fake. I cannot stand a fake and a flake. And that's all she's doing is faking like, this your real grandmommy, this your real grandpappy, this your real cousin, that's a lie.
A fake and a
That's a lie. Unless it's your blood, like when I did Ancestry, unless it's your blood, it's a joke. It's nothing real about it. It's all like you're in the air just everywhere, just like, no foundation because it's not real unless it's blood.
A joke that you brought within the folks in that Coke.
It's got to be red just like this here, the blood. But all of that, this your cousin. Lady, that's not my cousin.
That woman is a joke.
Yeah, that's.
I don't care what you say about me.
That's living in fantasy.
You stole 15 years away living in a fantasy world.
And you have the right to feel like that, Curtis.
And I don't care what you say about me. but you are a joke and you're a coward for what you did, Patricia Robinson.
Yes.
And I keep on exposing you.
Yes.
3 more years, Alexa will be out of that cold home.
And you can do what you want to do. Oh, she may be there.
I'm going to keep on exposing you.
Yeah, but she may be there because if she got her mind, so we got to see. When Alexa calls you, we'll know. So we waiting. Alexa, we're waiting on that call.
I look at it like this here. I got my 18 years in exposing, baby. If she don't call, Alexa don't call and come around, I got my 18 years in exposing this ugly adopted grandmother scam artist.
But look,
ugly scam artist, y'all.
But look, one thing I do want the kid to know, that the reason you're bashing them is because they stole her life.
They stole her life.
And you're protecting her.
Away from me.
They stole her life from you and yours from her. And this is why you're online doing this stuff. Anybody would be angry.
Right.
A lot of people go crazy when that stuff happens. You know, I mean, you see this stuff on the news.
I'm just moving cool like CURTIEECOOL always be and do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see this stuff on TV.
But I'm still going to expose up in here.
Right.
Up in here, baby. Up in here. Up in here.
Well, that's good you're doing that because you're letting her know the truth. You're letting Alexa know this is daddy. This is the truth of what really happened. And if you look at my videos way back from 2010 when they ran me back to Houston because I went to court for you, I fought for you, I lost my job for you, I had jobs lined up for you in Hollywood, and they took all that away from you.
I lost a whole lot behind that.
Yes.
I lost good speaking roles, all kind of
and
great
so did she. Your daddy lost movies from Denzel Washington, this, that, and the other because of all the stress that he had for fighting for his child.
They put me through so much. They just don't know.
Alexa could have been famous.
She could have been famous.
Right now.
I could have been famous.
Right.
And a whole lot of more bigger things could be going on right now. But because due to that, all that selfishness and that hate and that bitterness from that.
Well, they didn't want her to be famous.
Narcissist, Patricia Robinson.
Yeah.
She only wanted that SSI and the money that she can get out of it.
I don't think they want your daughter to be famous. I think they just want the money and keep her under their spell.
Well,
they just wanted you to get famous to get the money.
Well, hopefully once Alexa turns 18, she can break out of that and have her own mindset to set her own goals and reach for the stars with her dreams and what she want to do in this world. Don't let no ugly adopted grandmother, you know what I mean, mislead you and take all that away from you and try to put you on all kind of pills and medication just to strip you down.
Like she did the mother. Like she did her mother.
To try to control you so that you won't expand your career or your life. And I know pursue your career. Do everything you can to reach for the stars. And do not let that ugly woman tear you down.
Like she did your mother.
And keep you in that crazy cold home.
Look here. The reason I know that adopted mother have Alexa mother's mind is because when she was emailing you wanting to do it, and then all of a sudden everything stopped.
Right.
That lets me know right there that woman had control of Alexa's mother's mind. When she was emailing you saying, I love you, I remember those emails. I saw them.
Right.
And Alexa, say hi, this, that, and the other. That was because she was afraid and everything stopped. That woman probably got on her and say, you better stop emailing him. You better stop. So, but I still fought her mother. Any mother, crazy or not, should stand up and let that father be in that child's life.
Well, I must say, we look stunning together. I mean, I'm looking at you.
Thank you.
Wow, you wearing that red and wow, I didn't.
Well, I thought
if y'all looking, I did not know that we looked that good together, y'all.
But you know what?
Wow.
Let me tell you.
Through it all, man, I have to find some positive energy to kind of fleck off because all that negative energy with all them crazy people, that stuff can kind of tear you down. So I look at a lot of positive stuff through it all and lift myself back up, baby. Right.
But that's why I wore this red because I said I'm going to represent the blood of you and Alexa.
And the blood of Jesus.
The blood of Jesus, number one. Now, that's number one.
Now, I like that.
Yeah, that's number one. The blood of Jesus. And Jesus is going to bring your daughter to you.
I had to wear my little old Nigerian look. I got my little 30% Nigerian. So I had to put my little 30% Nigerian in the video. Oh, yeah. I had to put me in here right
I know
along
that's
with
right.
Miss Josie because I knew she was going to be smooth and cool, like Curry Cool.
Well, one thing Alexa do know is her dad is still full of jokes. No matter how he talk about these people, call them ugly monsters or whatever, that's how he feels because he stripped you.
They stripped me down.
And
well,
you.
They think they stripped me down.
Well, they strip you guys apart.
They stripped us apart.
When she could have been here with her daddy, traveling and doing all kinds of stuff. She could have been there also with them, but also here. She had a wide variety of things, and they just chopped her off like that. And one day, she will call you.
Right.
So, Curtie Cool, this has been a wonderful show, and I hope it was inspiring to those people out there that similar things may have happened to. And like I said again, if CPS hear about this show, it is true. There's a young girl in Moreno Valley, California, that has never talked to her dad because they kept her away from her good, loving father that have begged for her, and they're paying child support.
Got a crazy adopted grandmother
who put the mother
running a cult home and manipulating everybody.
For
I
money.
am paying child support. This woman is scamming SSI, scamming everybody, running and hiding with my innocent kid, and won't even let me know if she is dead or alive. Now you tell me that is a cold-blooded, wicked witch. Y'all.
Now look, Curtie Cool, there are many people going to say, well, why come you won't go get her? Well, he's already went. And he spent money. He lost jobs. He lost casting jobs, like I said, with Denzel Washington, all kind of movies. He lost everything fighting for his child until he just couldn't do it anymore.
And then mentally,
and his mother told him, if that's the way they want to do it, let them have it. Yeah. But still, he's still fighting for his child, even when he, through all of that, came home to Houston.
They tried to mentally destroy my life.
Yes.
And I'm in the worst state as it is, California. The cost of living
high.
Super high.
And you spending gas, going on all these castings in Hollywood, and then you've gone to court and taken off from your job and fighting for your child.
And my job get tired of take off from work. So now they say, okay, we're going to give you one, and we'll give you one more. Then I talk them into it. Next time we're going to give you one more. Then next time they come back, you fired.
Well, they tried. They tried to work with you, and they saw that these people were just, I mean.
See, they had nothing but time because they just sit around the house all day.
Yeah, collecting money. Collecting money.
We don't care. Keep taking him to court. We don't care if he loses his job.
That's ridiculous. But the thing of it is that they're not going to win in the end. You may think so, but no. It's not. Because you always kept Alexa alive in your heart. You didn't let her go. I know many men, I can count them on my finger right now, that say to hell with it.
Right.
To hell with it. I don't even care about my child.
Well, there's a whole lot of guys that feels like that.
I don't care.
I mean, they just throw in the towel and they give up and they just said, I done had enough.
But it's because of who you are is the reason you can't.
And they never look back.
Right.
But because of the way I was raised and brought up, I had a lot of love, dignity, and respect. And my mother and father said, hey, you take care of your kids, you be there for your kids, and this is the way we raise you up.
The good
see, it's the narcissists and these different mentally ill narcissist people who prey on the good people with the good spirit, so they want to totally destroy the good people and break them down to their level.
And a crazy person will go over there and kick their door in.
Right. So they mess with the good people.
Yeah, because the crazy person, that should let your daughter know right there, you're nice. Because a crazy person would have went and kicked their door in and went to jail for their child.
Right.
If you've been keeping a child away that many years, you get a hold to the crazy man, like you got a hold to a bunch of crazy people. Now everybody, I did tell him, years ago, when he first brought this story to Houston, I said, you got a hold to the wrong batch. My mother always said, be careful in who you meet in this online internet stuff. You got a hold to a crazy batch of people. Because if nobody would take up for you and tell these people what's right, this is this man's child. Let this man have a part of it. Let this child have a part of her father. That's her father.
Right.
And nobody
stood up for Curtie Cool.
Nobody but the judge.
The fake pastor didn't stand up for me. The so-called baby mother didn't stand up for me. Oh, ugly Patricia Robinson was never going to stand up for me in a million
Well, the baby
years.
mother was crazy.
You know what I mean?
Mentally, not crazy,
And
but
then,
mentally
and then that
disturbed.
other, back in the day, what was her name? Manna Rose.
Oh, yeah,
she destroyed a whole lot of things.
Yeah, didn't you
And then
say some girl that was in that house?
Out and
Didn't you
left.
say a girl that was in that house had molested some child?
Oh, yeah. She sure did.
In that woman's house. And that woman did not turn her in?
She did not turn her in. And that's why I reported her in court.
Right. So
to the
I'm glad it's
family judge.
documented.
And
Yes.
the family judge said, get that woman out of that house.
Right. And they should have, like if somebody pulled that case up right now, Patricia Robinson can get in trouble because she allowed that to happen under her supervision.
And if she still got that
And they can
woman
still
in
pull that
house,
up.
If she still got that woman in that house and they found out about it,
Yeah.
Patricia and that woman is going to jail.
Well, right now, you know how sometimes they'll pull up cases and when you reported it and that happened under her supervision,
Right.
the only reason the judge couldn't do anything at that time because he was only dealing with you and your child.
Right.
But if you took that back to court and filed charges on her for that child,
Right.
or give it to the CPS people, that case still can be open because
It can be
cases
open.
cases are always open. They go back when people think it's over.
Right.
And they will come and get you because you allowed that rape to go on in your house under your supervision and you didn't report it. Did she know about it?
She knew all about it. And
Really?
She didn't even report it.
Oh man, she can go to jail
And so
now, today.
When I was in court, I reported it, and the judge said that
Because
that
of your daughter.
that true Patricia, and she did not deny it, and she was like,
What did she
Your
say?
Honor, and the judge said, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Patricia, get that woman out of that house ASAP. I don't care what you do, get her out of that
Because
house.
when she didn't say no, it didn't happen. He
She
knew right
already
then.
knew. She knew. Yeah.
Wow.
She knew. It
A
was
4-year-old
fact
child?
that Patricia Robinson had this 14-year-old who did this.
Oh, she can go to jail now because I was looking at a case, because I do
And
a lot
she
of
didn't
blogs.
report it. And the judge got her out of that house.
They
You know
can
what I
pull
mean?
that up. They can pull that up in court, and that woman can get in trouble. So you really are a nice guy
and
because
she did not report it. And like I keep saying,
To the
if
CPS.
if she got that Amanda Rose Lee
In that
anywhere
house
in
with
that
that little
house,
boy.
anywhere around my daughter,
you know
she
what they
could go
would
back
do?
to jail.
You know what they would do? They would pull up the records from when she foster cared that little boy. Mm-hmm. That little boy is of age now. He'll remember. And he'll say, yes, she did. And Patricia Robinson's life will be over. Because it still can be open. That case can be open.
Right, right.
They better be glad I'm not you. Because if I was you, they'd be all locked up.
Right, right.
I'm telling you.
Okay, well, we not. I really appreciate Miss Josie for coming on and doing this show with Curtie Cool. I
Yeah.
appreciate all the viewers for tuning in.
Right.
You guys be sure to like, share, subscribe, share the story if you guys would. This is my honest to God true story.
Yes.
What these people did to me.
And I get a little
15
emotional
years.
about it.
That is way too long what that woman Patricia Robinson did.
Yeah.
You guys can see the whole storyline if you look back within the story on this Patricia Robinson scam.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate Miss Josie. She's looking so beautiful, so good in her
Thank
red.
you.
And shout out to all the beautiful people out there. Hello, Alex. You be good. But
Call your daddy.
your daddy loves you. You can email your daddy, curtisactor@msn.com. Great Production 2015 at gmail.com. Either way, we know Patricia Robinson is going to be hating up in here.
She's
up in
jealous
here.
of Alexa because Alexa got all this out here in Houston. And she don't want her to have a part of it.
She don't want her to have her own father. Now, how low life can that wicked witch be?
I'm laughing, but it's bad.
that is so crazy.
You have to laugh
when an ugly
cry.
woman don't even want a man's blood daughter to have her own father.
That's crazy.
That is so low,
Low.
life, baby. Low life.
Look here, you have to laugh. Otherwise, I would be crying, really. This is serious. I mean, you have to make a joke out of it because otherwise it would mess with you. Because not to have my father, and when I found my father, Oh my God, Jesus. It's nothing in the world can pay you for the love of your father. That man that's going to love you more than any man in this world.
Right.
More than any man in this world. And he's going to teach you about men.
All right, well, me and Miss Joseph getting ready to end this little old show up in here. Let's get you to it. We gonna end this show up in here, up in here. End this show up in here, up in here.
That's Curdy Cool, you guys.
Hey, Curdy Cool. You know, what can I say?
That's Curdy Cool.
See you in the next episode. Curdy!
Curdy Cool.
Cool, baby.
Okay, bye.
Let me see your big pretty smile.